3, 2. Get your water.
Are you serious?
Yo, what is up, everybody? It is Retro Sidekick here with Zyph in a very adorable episode. We are about to craft up some doors like your boy Dumbledore.
Hey, doors. Alright, that was a lot of door puns, but basically what we're going to be doing to start off this episode, just because of stuff that we've got going down in streams and everybody being obsessed with doors, is we decided that it only made sense with all the doors we're placing down and all the doors going on in chat and whatnot, that we would build 2 sets of double doors, and also we are also going to build a wall of doors, like all the way across here. This is just going to be a wall of doors going up to max build height. That is the basic idea, alright? So we got these over here, and then we got these fancy pixel art doors, so it's just giant versions of these in a double door setup. And Retro's going to do one, I'm going to do the other, and that's the plan. We're going to do a nice little speed build of it, and then we'll probably show off a little bit of stuff that we've done on the island and different ideas we have to do in the future. So I think that's about it. Was there anything else you wanted to say, Mr. Doorman?
Sounds all good in the hood.
Alright, sweet. So we're going to hop into the speed build. Hopefully you guys do enjoy, and we'll see you then. And we are now done with the speed build. As you guys can see, I also have my door skin on, just because of all that we have been building with all the doors and stuff with Retro. I decided to switch over to the derpy door skin that I use sometimes during the streams. And yeah, so the doors are completed. You see the 2 giant double doors, and we just did a wall of oak doors, and just at like one point, since we decided not to go up the sky limit, because we'll be doing some pixel art and stuff, which I'll talk about in just a little bit. we decided to just expand a big wall out this way and do all the other kinds of doors so that there was all doors included except for iron doors because they're made of iron, not wood and stuff. We might do stuff with iron doors later, who knows. But yeah, as of right now, this is all we're doing for the doors, and we might add on stuff later on. But also, as you guys can see, like where the beacons stop is obviously the max height limit, which is where we have all our block towers and our cactus farm and everything all goes up to this height limit. So basically what we're going to be doing is on this far wall, I was thinking about doing this, and we might slowly make it to where it's like as part of each episode eventually. I'll make like a pixel art at some point in each episode, or try to throw them in maybe on streams or in between episodes and stuff like that, and we'll build a bunch of stuff. So there was a couple ideas that we'd had from whether it was different like childhood type games like Mario and all those kind of like Nintendo based games, or we could do like a wall of Pokemon over here or another thing, or we could just make like giant pixel arts of like cool looking stuff we found. And yeah, that's the basic idea for that. So me and Retro were talking about that. And also some more progress that we've had on our island. If you look over here at this wall, this is basically the staff board that we got going on here. And so far, as you guys can see, we have 11 staff up here on this wall. And actually, these two guys I got within the past like 15 minutes or so to come over here and sign this wall. And so some of them are color-coded, some of them are not, just depending on how much time they had. But yeah, here's all the signs you guys can see. From Hayes, Josh, Game Player, we got Greek, Jail, Jade, Police Squad, Kyle Shadow Rider, Wrecked, Future, and Ash are all the people that we got up on the wall here, and hopefully I'll be able to get some of the owner ones and some more admin signs up here, probably closer to the top and stuff. This is the only admin sign we've gotten so far, so it's kind of making its way up here, and eventually we'll fill up this board, I'm hoping, and yeah, that's basically the plan for that. We also put all this well, I did this as well. You can put like the little purple glass right over top of the beacons, and it makes like the purple theme. And with my normal Enderman skin that we have going, there's the face from it. But with the normal Enderman skin, it's obviously purple, and I have like the emeralds look purple and stuff. And so it's just kind of like a purple theme to the island. I really like it, and I don't know. I've switched it around from colors a couple days in a row, so I don't know, we were just kind of messing around with it. So right now it's all purple. It might be a different color in the future, who knows. But yeah, so we've done pixel art, and there's a staff board, and then also another cool thing that I'm pretty sure Retro's doing an episode on, because he likes doing all these 3D builds, which I don't really like. I like doing 2D pixel art more than 3D, so he did these ones a while ago, and we actually got rid of the Mario in the corner because it was just kind of facing off into the void, and it didn't really make any sense. But yeah, so he's made this big Eevee head, the little Pokemon. And yeah, so he's made a 3-dimensional Eevee head. I'm pretty sure this is off a tutorial because it looks like really good. So I don't know if like, I'm pretty sure that's off of a video that he saw, but it still takes a long time to do 3-dimensional stuff. So props to Retro on building this cool thing. So this is kind of his area that he's been tinkering around with, doing 3D stuff, and I'm planning on doing some more 2D stuff up top there. But another thing you may notice when I am above this area is we have this little drop down pool, which we're actually going to be adding another one on this side, because our IG area, we started adding more IGs into here. You can kind of see them like a little bit through the ice here, and I've gone in there, I believe on previous episodes, I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, so basically it's just a bunch of iron stuff. I recently kind of cleared it out, turned it into a bunch of iron blocks here so we could finish off some more towers. So you guys probably didn't notice, just because of the sheer amount of towers we have, all of the iron ones are done, and we're still working on going through all the lapis, gold, emerald, and diamond, obviously. But once this whole thing is pretty much filled up, I'm pretty sure we'll be either on island top or second place on it. Like, I'm pretty sure we're on like 5th right now, and we haven't really been focused on it too much. And Barnsy's up there on 3rd. He's been slowly moving up over time, so he's making his way up. We gotta catch up and pass Barnsey again, but we got some ways to go before we get back up in a competition with Barnsey. But yeah, basically what we got here, as you guys saw before, we did an episode on building this thing, but let me just mine through this glass right here so I can kind of show off this little area down here. So here's all the IGs we got at the moment. We got a decent amount. I don't know how many exactly, but we're working on filling up this room, and then after we fill up this little area, we'll be going around and making some around here so that people walking by or touring the island or whatever can just see IGs slowly falling in here, and it just looks really cool. I don't know, it's just like a little aesthetic thing that looks pretty cool. And yeah, so that's another thing that I've been kind of working on, is getting the iron golems placed. And also, you may notice I have a bunch of money here. So with $76 million from people donating me stuff and making money off of the profit shop and different stuff like that, I've kind of accumulated that money, and I'm waiting until Techno gets on, because I'm pretty sure he has like 40 or 50 million himself. And we're going to go through, and we're either going to buy a bunch of IGs, or we might start buying zombie pigman spawners, so that we can use all the gold from that to make a bunch of gold blocks to focus on island level. I'm not sure which way we're actually going to go with it, because I'm pretty sure for iron golems it's more money based. The skeletons got nerfed a whole bunch, so we had all these skeletons that are in here, as you guys can see, and then a bunch in there as well. And it just kind of like they nerfed it right after we got like the 8 dubs or however many it was of skeleton spawners, which kind of stinks. But I mean, it makes it to where people don't get super OP, but there's a few islands that have like 400, 500 IGs or skeletons or what. It's like ridiculous, some of the top islands spawner wise. They're not high up on island top, I don't think, because they don't invest all their money in this. It's all in spawners. But another thing you may notice right here, XX Baller Skills. Recently, like just a few minutes ago, I built this guy's head up here on the wall, and I added a few other guys' heads, I'm pretty sure on this side. I'm not sure if I did these in stream, but I did a few of them off screen as well. So here's just all the heads you can see from the inside. And I'm not sure what we're gonna do once it goes up more. Like, this is like probably a good size for a chest room if we cut it off here. So we might make like more buildings or little individual rooms up at the top, or we might just keep going up with chests until like we can literally stick every item on the server in chests. Like, honestly, that's gonna be a lot of chests if it goes up that high. But yeah, that's a bunch of the progress that we've done on the island. I don't think we've really done anything with the nether, but since the withers are re-enabled, that's how we got all these beacons going. And actually, one thing that I want to do is using a bunch of these iron blocks, I am going to start making these little pyramid things so they can all be like tier 4. So all of the beacons give off this stuff, because all the ones on this half, you can see they only have like the little 1 layer thing, so they're not giving off that good of stuff. It's like speed 1, haste 1, and I want to be getting speed 2, strength 2, all the good stuff everywhere on the island, so it doesn't kind of like slow down at different parts and stuff like that. But yeah, I'd say that's about it for today's episode. I just want to go through some of the stuff that we'd updated on the island. Another cool thing, one last thing before we end off the episode, is I've updated this room a little bit. So basically with the item frames and stuff, the Sky God rank had the ability to smite the item frame. So for right now, so that the room's not so empty and bare looking, I decided to put all the extra heads that we had in chests and stuff on these side walls just as like a decoration thing. And if the item frames come back and they fix the problem, we might replace them back on here and make a separate head wall. Or, like, I'm not sure if I really want to expand this up anymore. Like, we were going to make it into a skyscraper type thing. But what we might do is make a separate area on the island for just a bunch of random heads outside of this room. And make an area for that. But as you guys can see, here's all the top donators that have given me directly money and stuff. And so I've added stuff on here. So, like, Ty, this guy's like $300 million, or he's like ridiculous on Skyblock. He gave me like 28 million because he wanted to be the top donor, and then him and John went back and forth trying to be the top donor. So it was like 1 million up. It was like they were outbidding each other at an auction, basically, is what it was like. So they both just kept giving me money, and then they finally stopped. So I don't know, they were just kind of goofing around. But there's 1 million, 5 million, 1 million, and then there's all these different donations that people have given me stuff. And I really do appreciate all you guys putting stuff in here. And the top, what is it? It'll be top 12 of donators and stuff on this big wall will be here. So if somebody, like, say all of them are $1 million donations, and then one guy donates 2 million, then that would remove somebody's head and replace it on here. So it's just the top 12 people that have helped out the island so that we can keep progressing on the series and stuff like that, helping out me and Retro and Techno and everybody involved on the island. So yeah, that's basically the idea with that. We've made a bunch of progress on that stuff, and pretty soon we're going to be working on some more pixel art. But in the episode after this one, the next Skyblock episode, we have already recorded it. We did a little PvP tournament. There was an event on the server. I'm not sure if it's going to take up the entire video or just part of it, because I obviously haven't edited it yet. But yeah, that's going to be coming up very soon. It's like a tournament bracket system type thing. And so yeah, I'll be involved in that, and I partook in the tournament. So hopefully you guys will look for that in the future. And that's going to be it for this episode of Skyblock. Hopefully you guys did enjoy as much as I did. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out and goodbye.